morning.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer? Miss, are you ready now?
What happened when you went to look for Alexa?
In actuality, he showed me.
Oh wait, I forgot to turn auto on.
A past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated,
That is
the queen wept
quite
for
creepy.
several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy. The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp. Worse still, the souls of the deceased were refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until... Until? Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh, my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead. What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually. My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics
dropping
that they're
by to say
discussing
hi.
seem familiar.
Thank you for dropping by, Yotame.
But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Wait, you
Regarding
already
this
met
matter,
him.
Nias, are you confident that you'll complete
Yeah.
your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Wait, why did Kasserai didn't recognize Nias?
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Anaias.
So he's a
As the
previous
embodiment of
Strike
Igor's divinity,
Titan.
He entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is, in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Actually, I think I'm going to change. Do I check this one else? My Galaga is decent-ish, but I might as well do this. Oh, this one is. I think I have him E6. Yeah, I have him E6, and. I need to adjust the relic a little bit. Increase break effect. What's this one? No, this one is not very good for him. Okay, let me just anything else. Does this one only have 2 speed? I need higher speed. Okay, this one is decent-ish. Speed. This one is fine. He really use an attack body? Yes. Let me try this one. See if it is any good. Okay, not too bad. I wish the final start would be a speed sub start, but can't be picky with it. Guess this one is fine. I don't need that. This is good enough. Gosh, her animation is on the next level, that's for sure. This.
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even today. It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula. Sealed within this statue is undoubtedly his sacrifice.
They use their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
I believe that his tenacity is sealed within this statue.
Before we fought Nikador, we also released it from the stone statue. Lord Nias's honor is sealed here.
Incredible. The honor in this child's soul is so light.
Okay, last one is reason, right?
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell.
Aww.
It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
That's kind of funny.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words.
Honestly, I can assume I can sit down for a
It's
little.
time for me to knock on
Oh,
death's
no, I'm not muted. I
We'll
was
set up
just
the long
like
table at the
listening
end
to
of the
the
room
conversation.
and humbly await your arrival.
How are you, FD?
When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would eventually come.
I'm doing okay.
Are
A
the
bit
both of
busy
you
the past 2
ready?
days.
Polixia,
Oh, it's Kasserai.
I'm here. What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is this... Polixia's sister? Is it... me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises.
I was going to stream yesterday, but my dad is going to the hospital for again, and he is starting his chemotherapy this week. So I was a bit busy yesterday.
That I won't be able to do it.
You shall wither.
I think he should
and
be
through that,
okay.
the
Just
dead will sprout
one
again from
therapy.
the remains and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy and according to our
Yeah,
vows,
I think he will be
once
fine.
it all ends, we must face our fated moment head on.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at imagination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the
Oh,
world.
speaking of Cassandra, I got her Lycone yesterday,
Besides,
and
I have
when
lived a
I
fulfilling
took her
life.
to MOC to test her
Life is
out,
fated for
she make my PC
None of
lag
the
very
things that I've
badly.
experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside
Yeah, her animation
they
is a
must.
bit intense for my graphic card. And my graphic card is not like the bad one, the older one.
Compared to the actual you.
Yeah, the entry is like every single time I've seen it. And what if there is a way for me to disable or lower the
exactly
effect quality of the skill for her?
I don't know. I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
So, what happened to Polixia? If Cassandra is still around here.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you,
That's what she did.
would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation.
I think that makes sense with how Cassandra passed it.
My
Well,
answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being. so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the New World. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town, the birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon? In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Ragusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember, I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Okay, he is super cocky.
Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
Oh.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, Was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now
Man,
I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
he is
Why are
crazy.
you always finding ways to die?
He and Aventurine
Is it good
should meet
to
each
be
other.
alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kainis desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kainis. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
I don't
But
think
I
that is
know
how
this
it's gonna
runs
work.
counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Kasara, you have changed.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castras and meet the god of death himself. Castorus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Akaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the River of Souls torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
The answer is quite simple. In the Mids, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the Nether Realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Oh, we're gonna meet Cypher next at Go Town? Yeah, I saw her in the seal smashing event, and she is interesting. Also, look at this Chimera that I got. Isn't he cute? He's adorable. Oh, ma'am? Yes, that Chimera is awesome. Yeah, he's adorable. I like him more than I like the little pink pig from Norfolk.
Ah.
And this Yansin and Alexa, I'm going to look at them later. I'm trying to see if I can get her E1 by the end of this battle. But I might have to top up if I want to do that.
Hey, friend! Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
We are tied with the Council of Elders.
Oh, that means victory is around the corner. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
It's okay, ma'am. We're far away.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as
Oh,
ma'am.
yeah, a second. Okay.
I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden.
There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
You're right. Then I'll go back to...
Good night, ma'am. Good night, Okahama. It's nighttime now, right? I mean, gosh, the line never turned off, so.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's. Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Aww.
Thank you, Lady Treby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow!
I can't sleep. Look at that.
It's me.
Oh? Trinon? Ah, wait, no.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Sleep is a luxury when you are at my age.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Okay, sure, let's go.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is?
No?
It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
love to go in and take a look. Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms are
The streets are packed.
I want to vote! Tell me how I can vote!
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons! The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
Yeah, watching people squabble is kind of fun.
You're interested in that? Well, you'll feel right at home in Akama then. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
Okay, I will take 2-minute break to go grab some more water. I'll be right back.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role in. Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Erechrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike. Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship. I can't do it.
Eh?
Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading, the thanks.
Ah, I know that feeling, child. I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death, just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner, and yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Gosh, this is going to be emotional.
No!
gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Man, I feel bad for Casper.
Holy Maiden!
Go. Grant her glorious death.
Damn.
Thank you.
Do it then, executioner.
You heard him.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Yeah, the lag is pretty bad.
May death protect us!
You chose the wrong enemy.
As you wish.
Is it coming? Riding the west wind? Away we go! Go, go, go!
May wandering souls find their own way out. Please, grant me release. When will this ever end?
Come. Fulfill your duty.
Wait, for real?
What? What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain. The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No, no. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Castoris. Will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I can't take this anymore!
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden, or at least that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden, or at least that you possess the resolve to become one.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Little one.
May death protect us!
I underestimated you. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
As you wish.
Watch closely. Huge news! It's riding the west wind. Away we go!
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. A gasp for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amonette, The person who tried to teach me about death ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have
Man,
nothing but respect for her.
Cassidy has been.
I erected a cenotaph
I'm
in her
not
honor
surprised
in
if
the
she
marshes
is
outside Idonia's city
traumatized
walls
from
with the
all of
others
this.
I had laid to rest. Then I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you, just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need it. I don't.
Oh my god. I did not expect that.
I hate these icy hands.
They really put the animation for Cassidy in the middle of the quest. Damn. I wish I didn't see it on YouTube first, but oh well.
Get it over with.
I mean,
End its suffering. The
gosh,
Reaper has blessed your hands.
this is difficult to look at.
Grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Aww. You're so bad for her. Oh gosh. Is this Hoyover's way to make me spend money on Gasoline Banner? I already have her in her Lycon. This is heart-wrenching.
Is that you, Casteress? All of them.
Oh, that is the little girl from the beginning.
Heeding Death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. But Big Sister Casteress, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Oh, that is so sad. It's so sad. I watched this once before, but I'm still very sad watching it again. Not like this. Gosh. I need to get some tissue. I'm actually crying at this.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Ornyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions. I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world, and there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Ornyx laid bare the cruel truth before us. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my
Despair.
past.
Yeah.
Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. For your sake, and for my own.
Okay, thank you for telling me your thought.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Gibb? She kept you as a Crystal Air? What kind of Gibb?
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trian. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
Is it a brush with my face on it?
No, it isn't. You'll know when you see it. Look, it's right there.
Oh? Wait.
Huh?
What's going on?
Where did it go? What's going on?
I hope the gift wasn't expensive.
Just some handcrafted trinkets. Ugh, things that shouldn't catch the eye of thieves anyways. What's this?
Oh. It is...
The coin of Zagreus and a slate.
has to be Cypher.
So it's her.
Holy moly, a kitty teeth?
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cypher. It's right there.
There seems to be a new show at the bats today.
We must pursue her. Huh?
What the hell is this?
This is a trick she left for us.
Two short spear, one correct, one is wrong. The golden one with the shoe. Then before the right spear is engraved with line. So I guess the left one is the correct one, because the right one says that both spears are engraved with the shoe. Depends on left one.
She's incorrigible.
Okay, let's see.
This is how it should be. We must pursue her. Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to still the wind. What say you?
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
Huh?
What's wrong?
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody. Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
Alright, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
I am going to smack her. What? Huh?
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Give me back my due. This cat needs some punishment. I am going to give her a bath.
Never save for tomorrow what you can eat today.
It's about time you do some exercise.
Was this way here? Wait, no. Okay, I'm a bit confused.
Does it really work?
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way! Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
Who wrote the dialogue?
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style.
Oh, I'm sure there are
Loosen
people
up, buddy.
nowadays who are still
Shall we
interested
get
in
down
that.
to business?
Give me the jewelry piece first, or everything's off the table.
And my deal of divine
Oh,
luck.
come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. 1. The seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan. 2. The Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
What kind of peep are you? Look at you, having your finger in both pies.
And last but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things. Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end. Wow, this is some high-quality stuff.
Hey, I'm taking a screenshot of this ratty cat.
And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Oh.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castorus and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castorus to her death. And you want me to die with her.
What do you mean?
This is Castorus's own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castris remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do. Tell you what, why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you.
Yeah,
You can
no
split it
chance.
between yourselves, however you want. What do you think? Tempting, right?
I'm almost dead. What do I have for money?
I decline. If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will...
Oh?
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaia?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway.
I don't
But
know
listen
if...
to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaia's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Aglaia has already paid for me.
Her payment was in gold and precious stones, which only covers the living passenger. You need to pay me as a member of the dead.
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Hazara, please.
How are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
Oh gosh, she is getting scammed.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castris's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood. Not a bad trade.
Don't forget to give Casare jewelry back.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery. Here! Catch.
Hey! No!
Be careful with that! A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates instead.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good rest.
Huh? What's going on? You even tuck me in? Oh, it's this cat. Yes, I'm the one who tucked you in. You are welcome. No, thank you. There's a butterfly pondering. Oh, that one is so pretty.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
You're here.
Really? Just the three of us?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it. You sure know how to put me in a spot, Casterus. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Nether Realm? That's the fairy fare for entering the Nether Realm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
Just how much have you swindled Kasarai off?
Don't worry. It's not a lot.
Alright, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Nether Realm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady.
Oh?
Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
All done. Bye-bye.
What the? That's so funny.
Are you feeling all right?
I swear she was speeding.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant.
You straight 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Don't worry, Mem's here to help.
Ma'am, did you pay your fare?
I don't think I even meet the height requirement for the ticket, so I won't need one, right?
Fair enough.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
Is there any other clue?
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephale. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other. Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them, perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today.
Why do I still play
show some
Final Fantasy
compassion.
14? I hate it here. Is there like some sort of new pass going on? Or you run into like a campaign and lose that?
Go back.
Yeah, Model Security would offer it to you. Okay. Make sure to tell the enemy to aim the ankle. Okay, I'm just being silly with this.
a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
I think that is
This
Policia.
is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise. In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen. Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead. These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
Mommy told us to go ahead first, but she's still not here yet. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many days have passed since then. Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left Mommy.
Strange. For reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
But, Master, did that lady really lie to us? The Centurion personally instructed us to inlay the inscription into his shield. But now she's taken it away.
My child, that shield can never be cast. And there's no need for it anymore. Come, child. What is the name of that Centurion again? Actually, never mind. Forget I said that. I'll wait with you for her to come back. When that happens, you'll be able to keep making shields.
Don't be afraid, pal. Let's open our eyes wide, together.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Eh? Fish?
Huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people.
Wait. There are living people here?
I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will.
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The Nether Realm does not exist. Titan rejects you. Me.
That's so creepy.
So, do you want to buy any fish?
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Are the fish gone? The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
I feel bad for him.
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings. But perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the West Wind by floating down the River of Souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
Are they in the same situation as me?
I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that means he's seen other members of the living apart from us? Could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
Wait.
That's me.
You're still here? What are you doing here?
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Netherrealm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Unable to move forward or back. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world.
My cat is
Especially that
sneezing.
Stinky river of souls.
I think she's just calling the soul
I just
freaky.
discovered some stuff before I left, and I reckon you should know about it. It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Mighty?
Lord Mighty?
Oh, right, that's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out. So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
Speaking of finding the way, how are we supposed to get over there?
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine. Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Hey, any treasure going on in here? Anything I can grab?
Hey, over here!
Oh, there's one over here.
I want to make something with it. But what to make? Ornyx's miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
Oh. Not like this.
Huh. So this path actually didn't exist back then?
Make sure you keep it safe. There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
Eh, wait, really? This is my past, so I'm actually the hunter class. Okay.
What?
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Oh, I gotta go back and see it on
Nobody
this
knows.
map. Okay.
As of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day.
Yeah,
While
it
there
is
still
spooky.
dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
Though he returned to Styxia, he only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
He said to loop on repeat.
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Also, Mammy's so cute.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over? Have we won?
Cass, oh, are you all right?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Okay, that one actually looks quite spooky. Let me see.
Well then, why should I place my trust in you?
Oh?
Holy maiden from afar.
Wait.
Isn't that Catherine memory?
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the council that offered this room to me, and they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make any superfluous moves on my own.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Castoris.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Oryx's rune?
Perhaps, but I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget.
So it seems that the Council of Elder has manipulated you once already.
Indeed. While my relationship with the Council has always been quite ambiguous, Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Oryx's power?
Okay, I need to go over there somehow.
Could these dead monsters actually be...
If...
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Considering how she treats everyone else, you respect the hell out of Catherine. Yeah, that makes sense. We are also here to trespass upon the Titan.
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Receive divinity.
I'm okay.
What is it we're waiting for? Bloom. Repay.
Mimi! Mimi!
Life is not so fragile. As you wish.
Mimi, Mimi! Watch closely! Huge news! It's coming! Riding the west wind! Away we go! Mimi!
Embrace a new life.
Okay, let's see. I think this one is my own category and not the trial one. Oh, already?
May wandering souls find their own. The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
Wait.
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
That's actually kind of funny. Anything in here? Aw, damn it. Okay, nothing in here. I'm gonna put this back.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Wait, then how am I supposed to go over there for the chest? What? This puzzle isn't as annoying as the Amphorius one, the Pinnacle one, but still.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's you people.
Oh, this place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Hmm. That is fair to all. Oh. I can come back anytime. We'll do that later. Okay, there's something here. Wait. What's this? Okay, I'm gonna wait over here to tap the flying pig one. This one is blocked.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Huh? This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke! In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I'm also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death.
I wonder if the Trailblazer sword is going to be found in here.
Until the moment I die.
She seemed free.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
You should chat with Dahang about this.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me, but I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
I don't think that is a good idea. We've seen what happened on the lawful. Hey! Little shit! back here. Get back here and give me back my treasure chest. Hand over the chest now. Okay, you wanna fight?
Receive divinity.
Excuse me?
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Wiltier.
Riding the west wind, away we go! A little harder, Mimi!
Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
Okay, that is pretty strong.
May wandering souls find their
Give it
own
back.
way out.
Give back my treasure.
Wow, this place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
I get scared when I see these vertical structure. It's time to use Onyx Miracle.
Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
There should be a puzzle down here.
The back from your cocoon.
Receive divinity.
We like you.
May death protect us! The path is blocked yet again.
Orynyx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Bloom.
I shall remember this warmth. May
Look,
wandering souls
there's
find
even a
their own
platform
way out.
lift over there.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Receive divinity.
May death protect us!
I don't have enough of the Onyx power to do that just yet, but for now it is good enough to clear up the path. Okay, this part is blocked.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Damn it. Uh, it's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's good enough.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Is there anything here? Okay, nothing in here, so I'm gonna keep going to this direction.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Mem, do you really want me to answer that?
Hmm.
Stay back. Don't come near me.
Huh? Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
Okay, let me find him.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
Oh, that has to be Mighty.
A warrior? Could it be?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux? Is that the embodiment of No, death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Are you...
So, if I guessed correctly, the dragon is Policia. The name is similar enough.
Then you granted him death? That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I don't know.
Gotta be related somehow. Yeah.
I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words...
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded. Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals if the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world. Just like how I shouldn't exist.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
Oh, so the
Wait a minute.
fairy tale is actually real.
That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
Okay, let's keep going. I would say that this area isn't as annoying as the 3D room in Penacony, but gosh, my cat is just crying for my attention.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
Shut up! Just shut up! Even if that girl is evil, there's no reason for you to absolve that monster. It was the both of them, who trapped us in this crevice between life and death.
3D room used to make me physically ill. This is an improvement. Yeah, I used to get really terrible headache whenever I do the 3D room in Penacony. I have a very bad vertigo related problem. Like, I would get car sick very easily to the point that whenever I stay near a car, I would feel the motion sickness.
This is...
Living ones?
Yeah, it is something that I have been dealing with ever since I was a kid. Like,
Emerge from your cocoon.
I can't play in first person. Another thing about game is that I can't play game like Minecraft, for example. I don't know why, but the first time I play Minecraft, I get a terrible headache and just end up vomiting. Same? Really?
Life is not so fragile.
Riding the west wind. Away we go!
First person view game like Minecraft shooters. Shooter wise, I can play Overwatch back in the day, but nowadays I don't think I can play it anymore.
Bloom. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Let's settle this.
Wait, you actually just me? Really?
Wandering souls find their own way out.
I can play like but a few years ago I can play Overwatch. I played a little bit of Valorant, but I didn't vibe with the gameplay, so I stopped playing it.
Could you be the scions of Styxia?
Overwatch is the only one I could ever play. Yeah, I can play Overwatch. I play a little bit of Overwatch too, but by that time I just kind of lost interest in the game, so I didn't play it anymore.
Great work.
Have you heard of the great
Also for first person, well, not first person, but I did play Dead by Daylight a little bit. I also got some minor headache playing the game.
During the age of myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death back to the world.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture.
I think he hit pause by mistake. It's okay.
Well, it's true
But
that the
yeah,
missing girl can grant death
my
to
vertigo
no one.
problem is just
Pollux,
annoying. So
onto this
nowadays I
world,
can only play
makes it
like
so that humankind
mostly
cannot
2D
die.
game, and the recent new area in Wuthering Way kind of gave me a bit of trouble when I explore, because I also got a headache from it.
This is my guess.
Yeah, it's kind of suck. I
The
avoid a lot of
deceased
game now.
are supposed to
Yeah,
drift down
I
the
can
river
only
of
play
souls
like 2D
until they
game.
reach the
Baldur's
end
Gate
of
3 is
West
fine
Winds.
because I can control the camera angle,
This river of souls
and
was
it is
blocked
mostly like from top
by
down.
Pollux's fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make
I'm
it
not
soar the
even
skies
bothering
again.
ever trying VR. Yeah, I don't think I can ever touch VR.
Alchemical matrix in
It's
the
gonna
tower.
be too much for me.
I am still missing the most crucial material of all. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Huh? What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
This. We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast for too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom upon us. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins. Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother, that I will protect her from the evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness. As her mother, please bless this child with a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Yeah, I don't think that is possible.
Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting Papilio castor, Castorus. That shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from?
Oh?
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
I think it's a dragon.
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide Creations. When did they... Miss, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures!
That shouldn't be a
Everyone,
problem.
hide behind me! Is it coming? Riding the west wind? Away we go!
You chose the wrong enemy.
You two will head to the Nether Realm. Wiltier,
Bloom.
I shall remember this warmth.
Meaning.
As you wish.
No bullying allowed. Huge news.
No, 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 no. Okay, that is actually super close. I can go with this.
Eternals, the dead return!
There's so many of them. How are we holding up? Embrace a new life.
Okay. Okay, that is super close.
May death protect us!
For the feast of strife.
Oh.
Upon
Hi,
the
Mighty.
triumphant return.
Oh? Wait. Why are you yellow? I miss you so much that it's almost killed me. Unintended.
Lord Mighty, you've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living. And
Damn, I feel
continue
bad for
my
him.
protection.
How many times did he die already?
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to. Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
Is this really the Proud Mighty?
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. Challenge. Death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together.
He sounds tired from all the fighting and dying.
Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Let's go up. Anything in here I can grab?
I want to make something with it, but what to make?
Hey! hate this motherfucker so much. Stop playing game and give me the chest. Okay, there is a part block around here.
I've learned something. This is going to be difficult.
Didn't Kasum Camera also have this?
I'm familiar with this.
Ow!
But I've never repaired.
My cat just
broken
crossed me.
chains.
Yeah, my cat just decided to jump on my lap and just got his claw onto my skin. It hurt a lot. Ow. I'm wearing like thinner sweatpants than usual, so it got through my through the fabric. Gosh. He has been crying for my attention for at least 30 minutes now. I don't know what's going on.
That sounds so weird. Forget it. Just leave it to me. Just shout for me when you need my help.
Go, ma'am.
Got it. Just leave it.
Mem did it.
The pink squirrel is very smart.
Why am I a squirrel now?
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
The view here is actually very nice.
Aren't I a good fit for Ornyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
I wonder if there's anything here. No. Doesn't seem to be. Wait, let's put it back.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door. Is that
Jian?
Wow, there are so many of you! It's little Cass and little Grape. Oh, there's also little D and the pink puppy! Trian? Aren't you...
Jian and Mighty, I get it now.
Get what? I'm getting even more confused.
Wait, don't tell me Mighty actually died.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
it really works like this? Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way, I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trian.
Yup, you're right. Trian already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trian believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trian has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh. It must have been very tough for you.
Aww.
But according to what Trian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trian promised Trevi and Trinan that when little Cass got here, Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this.
Aww.
We finally finished it.
That is so cute.
This is what Lady Treeby once mentioned.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
That you didn't manage to finish.
look at Anasa holding a gun in the corner.
Separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes that little Cass likes it.
Anasa is the only one who is frowning in the entire drawing.
Seriously?
Even Maida is smiling.
It's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
That's so cute.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Trevi has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey!
That's right. Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep.
Aww.
The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treeby, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacinth. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them are so precious. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with friends. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Then, shall we take one now?
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
Really? Gosh, we need some sort of ghost camera here.
so too.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cash smiled. Treevee, Trinin, and Trian's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mrs. Life.
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
Aw, see you tomorrow, Chian.
Lady Trian.
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls. If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
I hate it here. Yeah, this gets really emotional. Can you find your way out? Don't you want to know the truth behind Thanatos?
I seek not to enter the door to the nether realm. Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting, I will continue to fight till I die, then rise from death till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
In the name of strife, May you meet a fitting end.
I wonder what Cypher is thinking about all of this.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kethali's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind.
Despite her trick, I think she will end up being a good person as well.
seamstress.
I think she's going to
I
be
suppose I no longer need to deliver your message.
annoying,
My
but
time
she
rather
is
precious
not going to be evil. She's trickery,
Whether
not
you wish
like
to break free from death or not,
not like someone who is
follow
going to,
your heart.
you know,
by the promise
attack
you
other
once
people
made,
for fun.
I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castoris, please live as a human and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kethali's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me, and now lie in slumber in the River of Souls.
You mean Pollux?
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
But Cass, if that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
I did when I was collecting the soul sign many times on the way here.
No, not from me. The sounds that come from the memories when we were collecting the souls.
I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death, a land where none is hostile to death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux must really want to know how their sister has been after giving their all to save her. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall, quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister's life.
I wonder how close it is for this quest.
We were instead showing things to a
It has been
stranded
like
yearning that lingers here.
5 hours
Now,
for the last
we must
2
weave
streams
these yearnings
already.
together and
So
restore them
maybe
into
it will
complete
go on
soul.
for another hour or two.
But all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
That's fine.
Another hour, Max?
As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete.
Okay,
This
my
is why
cat is
alchemy
acting
also
crazy.
known as the
I think
miracle of
they both want to
creation.
get their food now. So
Now,
I might
The
take a
puzzle
break
of
in a
Pollux'
bit.
yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture of my entire life, and it is now in my hands.
Actually, I think I'm gonna end it here for today and continue with the rest of the quest on the next stream, since I still have a couple of chore to do and some cleanup along with feeding my cat. I gotta sleep soon anyway. Okay, thank you for coming to today's stream. Let me see who is streaming right now so that I can send you to. Let's see here. Okay, no one in my friend list is streaming right now, so I guess I'm gonna end it now and stream next time. I will try to stream again on either Thursday or Fridays this week with either an art stream or continue with the story quest. Have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Until then, take care and bye bye.